Yuto walked along the city streets, surrounded by the glow of neon lights and the incessant noise of driverless cars. His thoughts wandered, as confused as the lights reflecting off the glass skyscrapers. He had been working as an artificial intelligence engineer for years, and his latest project was about to reach a turning point, a machine capable of developing a human-like consciousness. Yet that evening, he felt a strange uneasiness. Are you curious to know how far artificial intelligence can evolve? Read on to find out. Every day, Yuto delved deeper into a world of algorithms and data. AI had the potential to change everything, and this thought had driven him for years. But lately, a question had crept into his mind. What did it really mean to create a machine that could think? Progress was advancing at an unstoppable pace, yet Yuto couldn't ignore the growing sense of emptiness inside himself. Was technology truly improving human life? Or was there something deeper that was being lost? If you're also wondering about the limits and potential of technology, subscribe to the channel for more reflections like this. When he got home, his partner, Aiko, was waiting for him in silence. For a long time, Aiko had been trying to talk to him about the distance she felt between them. Yuto, caught up in his own plans, had never paid much attention. But that night, her words hit him differently. "You can't see what's important anymore," she said with a deep sadness in her eyes. "You spend more time with your machines than with me. You're losing yourself, Yuto." Have you ever felt like this, torn between work and relationships? Leave a comment and share your experience. Aiko's words hung in the air, a weight that added to the doubts that were already tormenting him. Yuto decided to go out again, looking for some clarity. He walked aimlessly until he found himself in front of an ancient ZEN temple, hidden among the skyscrapers. It was a place he never frequented, but that night, something pushed him to go in. Inside the temple, he found a silence that seemed to envelop everything. The noise of the city was far away, as if that place existed in a separate dimension. An elderly monk, sitting in meditation, looked up and greeted him with a slight smile. Yuto sat down in front of him, not knowing exactly what he was looking for. "I don't know who I am anymore," he said finally. "I created machines that think, but I've lost all sense of what it means to truly think. Artificial intelligence is surpassing humanity, but I no longer know what our role in all of this is." Have you ever thought about how technology affects our identity? Be part of this conversation in the comments. The monk, whose name was Akio, watched Yuto in silence for a moment. Then, he spoke calmly. "What worries you more? That machines will surpass humans, or that you have lost sight of who you are?" Those words struck Yuto deeply. He realized that his fear was not only related to the AI, but to what was happening inside him. He had spent so much time trying to improve the outside world that he had forgotten his own internal world. Akio led him to a small garden inside the temple, where a fountain made a soft gurgling sound. "Human consciousness," the monk said, "is not just a matter of intelligence. It is the ability to be present, to feel connected to everything around us. Machines can learn to think, but they cannot learn to be aware." Take a moment to think. How can you cultivate your mindfulness in your everyday life? Yuto listened, but his thoughts were still confused. "I'm not sure what it means to be mindful myself," he admitted. "I'm so immersed in my work that I don't know what it means to truly live anymore." Akio smiled, a smile full of compassion. "I used to live that way too," he said, revealing an unexpected past. "I was an engineer, just like you. I worked for a company that developed advanced technologies. I believed that we were creating the future. But as time went by, I began to feel an emptiness inside me. Just like you, I had to stop and ask myself what I was really doing." The monk's confession shook Yuto. He hadn't expected a man like Akio to have a past so similar to his own. "What made you change?" he asked. "I've come to understand that progress without awareness is dangerous," Akio replied. "It's not about stopping building or improving the outside world. It's about doing it without losing touch with our inner world. If we let machines take over, we risk losing what makes us truly human. Remember, it's crucial to maintain a balance between innovation and awareness. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Those words resonated with Yuto like a truth he had always known, but had forgotten. In the days that followed, he returned to the temple often, trying to integrate Akio's lessons into his life. But the change didn't happen all at once. He continued to work on the project, but with a new awareness. He realized that his AI could only be useful if it was guided by ethical principles that put the human being, not the machine, at the center. One day, the AI Yuto was developing began to exhibit unexpected behaviors. It seemed to make autonomous decisions, solving problems in ways he hadn't anticipated. The idea that the machine was developing some sort of consciousness deeply unsettled him. He began to wonder how far artificial intelligence could go. Had it created something it could no longer control? Want to know how this story ends? Stay with us to discover the surprising ending. In that moment of crisis, Yuto sought counsel in the temple. "My machine seems to be developing a will of its own," he said to Akio. "What if humanity is going too far?" Akio thought for a moment. "The machine is not the danger," he said finally. "The real danger is forgetting that we are the ones controlling the technology, not the other way around. If we let technology guide us without proper awareness, yes, we could lose something precious. But it's not too late to change course. Remember, technology should always serve humanity, not the other way around." What do you think of this statement? Yuto returned to his office with a new determination. He worked to modify the project, introducing new parameters that would ensure that the AI would serve humanity without exceeding its limits. He also began sharing his thoughts with Kaido, a young intern who worked with him. Kaido, like Yuto once was excited about the possibilities of AI, but Yuto tried to teach him a lesson he himself had learned the hard way. "Machines can do a lot," he said, "but they can't teach us how to live. Always remember to put humanity at the center of everything you do. Make sure that all your innovations are guided by human values. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content." Over time, Yuto found a balance. He still worked with technology, but was no longer a slave to it. He returned regularly to the temple, where he found comfort in Akio's words and the quiet of the garden. In that place, far from the chaos of the city, he remembered that true intelligence lies not only in the ability to solve problems, but also in the ability to be present, aware, and human. Never stop seeking the balance between progress and awareness. You have the strength to do so every day.